We're right now loading in the first match. It's going to be 1 versus 1. Again, this is between Wolfe and MNS. The losing team in this entire series will be out of the tournament. You have to win now to progress in the tournament to get to the final. The team waiting in the grand final in the simulator battle tournament here in the Super Cup is Team Verve Gaming. They won over MBSI earlier. So any team that progresses here in the loser bracket matches we're watching right now will actually, progression eventually maybe running to MBSI, which is a really good team.
And just so everybody knows, this is Scream's favorite aircraft to watch, the LA5.
You probably bribed someone because I was like, oh, loser bracket match is interesting.
I did. I was like, Scream really wants to watch this game, so you need to fly his favorite plane.
Yeah. The LA5F is not the most used plane. BF-109 was used earlier today. Yak-1B often used as well. Definitely enjoy watching other airplanes being used in this tournament. Feduk flying for MNS, Exal flying for Wolfe. Just past each other. They're coming around here now. No flap action happening from Exal here, but Wolfe already having his crosshair on him.
Feduk using stealth rounds.
Yep. And flaps.
And flaps. The most deadly of combos.
And already critted Exal here.
Looks like he critted him on the fuselage.
Oh yeah, that's a huge hole there. Right at the star. Question is how much does it impact flying, because he's going straight down here. I wonder how much he can dive, how aggressively he can dive here without bringing his wings off. Oh, look at that! At the far right on the ailerons, there's a bit of damage too on the right wing.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Exal.
I mean, the plane still looks like it can fly, so
it does. But I feel Feduk is under control here. He's pretty much coming in here to just fire more bullets at him.
I mean, this plane just fires off rounds just so fast.
Exactly. If you have the crosshair on your enemy, you're not missing. More or less. I feel this is just a matter of when Feduk will finish this off. Exal is not in the best of shapes. He's also not really maneuvering much to prevent anything. Probably because it just can't. And look at this. It's just more damage. Just short bursts coming off from Feduk. This is just more damage. Right wing now has a huge hole. Yeah, he's not pulling up.
No, I have to agree. I don't think there's much chance of this plane going anywhere but towards the ground. So MNS take the first point in the 1v1s? If they win another 2, then they will take the first point in the series. So the 1v1s are only worth 1 point.
True that.
The planes are picked by the 2 team captains. There is a list of 9 planes, and they will veto 8 of the planes, and in their last plane, both teams will fly until the end.
MNS in the advantage seat, and they're just readying up here to go into the next round of battles. Apparently they don't know who's gonna fly. That was a lot of people just whoop, 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 whoop.
I'd better make sure I'm readied. I don't want to be left behind.
Yeah, that's usually the first thing I do. Even when the matches is actually over, I will ready up as soon as I'm back in the lobby. Like, just in case. If I'm missing it. Like, it's stupid, you know? But it's just a reflex to, like, you know, okay, back, ready. Like, I'll just ready. Always be ready. So I'm not the one there, like, I guess they could even start it without me, though, but I don't want to be missing anything, obviously.
So moving into the second 1v1. For anybody new, we'll just also quickly go over the 1v1 rules. They have to wait 40 seconds now, I believe, rather than it being
Oh, did you read up on that? Because I wasn't sure.
Because the guns can't shoot. It doesn't really matter anymore. They're kind of locked.
So that's just what it is through the entire thing? Oh, okay. And you looked that up.
Okay, it might not be exactly 40 seconds. But I know it's definitely not a crossover anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was trying to find that in the rules, the regulations for Super Cup. I couldn't really find... I wasn't really finding it, or my eyes wasn't reading it, I don't know which. Lex is flying out for MNS versus Miguelson for Wolfe.
You gotta love Simulator.
I do.
The only time where it even makes me struggle to find people.
Yeah. I mean, to spectate it, I mean, when it comes to gladiator tournaments, Simulator is my favorite thing to spectate and watch, though, because it's just, I don't know, it's just the fact that they're stuck in cockpit, that, just the knowledge of that, look at this is GG already, wow. Boom, done. I mean, whoa, he's actually critted, he's not considered down, but,
well, okay, yeah, let's see. That ain't happening.
Alright, show some skills, dude. Nope, he jumped out.
Yeah, he knew. That was super fast.
That was interesting.
Excellent use of flaps, though. Getting that lift right at the end.
This match was brought to you by Flaps.
We need to get that sponsor.
We should create that company called Flaps Inc. And just go for, like, hey, you guys are using our corporate name here a lot. Where's our royalty? For each time a player, here's the deal we should make them. Each time a player uses Flaps, we get, let's say, 1 cent.
Wow.
Just 1 cent.
In every game?
For each... Yeah, in every game,
oh my
War
lord.
Thunder, every time a player uses the Flaps, we get 1 cent. 1 cent. That's nothing.
Does that include up and down? Like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Every time.
So every time you click F.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, how many games happen simultaneously? Like 17,000.
I mean, even if it's just 1,000 games, that's just 1,000 cents. If everybody uses it once.
And everybody will use it at least once.
All right. So that's you know, it's not much. It's just 1 cent. I don't know what the problem would be.
So much bank.
Did you actually know that? Did you actually know that?
Did you also know that MNS likes to spam the referee button in games? Like I kind of want to just quickly show it. Like. This is what we get.
I see it, but it's
pros.
I'm like, you know, is this a on purpose thing?
Yeah, they're trying to mind freak their enemy. Who's gonna ready up next?
Oh, they're like, if they have epilepsy, then they might pass out.
I think that's colors, flashing light.
I actually know a lot about it since my mom has it for reals, though. But you know, I can still make jokes about it, and it's actually different depending on what, you know, different people. Anyway. Regarding that whole business idea, a fun fact while we're waiting for them to ready up here or flash their things is that do you know Norton antivirus?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Do you know the person who made, like, the first iteration of Norton antivirus? Right.
Sure.
Well, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, you don't have to know him. I don't know him. I just know there was a person called, like, his name was Norton. That's why it's Norton. Okay, and eventually the company that is Norton, or the ones running it, they bought it from him, right? The maker of the program. And here's the deal: for every sold license and copy of Norton, I think the deal was that he would get like 1 or 5, maybe even 10, but like a small amount of dollars per license sold. I think it was $1 of every license sold.
Hmm.
And it's still in effect.
Wow.
Like,
I
the
know.
guy is making bank because of that product, like that deal.
Alright, just quickly, Han Solo, you know that royalty, what's his face owns? Harrison Ford.
Really?
Yep. So every time something with Han Solo's made, he gets royalties. Anyways, back to the game. MNS is currently 2-0 up.
Asterix San versus Sonnybite. That could be a company name, Sonnybite.
Yeah, do you know what? I remember Sonny because I was calling him Sony for half the game.
Oh lord.
Yep. People were not happy with me.
Does he have a PS4? All right.
He hasn't got an asterisk next to his name. I thought that was pretty clever.
I mean, we gotta carry these loser bracket matches, you know.
Oh no,
Right.
That's not fair. Wolfe's a good team, and so is MNS. I mean, they are really dominant this game. I think MNS only just lost to MBSI, so it's not like they like
It was
they went up
actually
against
LK. It was
MBSI.
actually LK that LK is the team that barely lost to MBSI actually.
Right.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's a lot of teams that are probably in the loser brackets that had to face the NBSI guys. So
As someone said, here's the Hammerhead. However, it looks like Asterix San managed to stay up for longer than Sonny here had hoped.
that's kind of what happens when people start flying identical planes. Trying to figure out how much momentum they're going to carry is actually a little bit harder than if they were flying, you know, something like a Spitfire, where you're like, well, that plane's quite light. It's not very, like, it's not gonna. It hasn't got like momentum behind it, but BF-109 climbs quite nicely. Back up again.
Yeah, exactly.
So a bit of flap action going on, and the dance of death.
The money we would be making.
I feel like this round might go for a while. Now that we've got into the circles situation.
Mm.
So yeah, guys, I mean, this can sometimes happen in Simulator. I mean, it will basically be the first person who makes either A, a mistake, or B, tries to do something creative, and then they'll be punished by it. So, I mean, it's much better if they're flying in a circle for each other, because then nobody can really shoot each other. So, I mean, you obviously don't want to be the first person to make a move, and it be a mistake, and then the other person capitalizes on it and shoots you down. You'd rather wait for the other person to make a mistake. So, I mean, they're perfectly safe in a circle.
Yeah. Question is though, does Asterix get his notes? No.
No. Hashtag hammerhead.
Well, Asterix still
Almost.
kinda slightly climbing, so this Hammerhead, or whatever you wanna call it, isn't really...
Yeah, it needs to
Not
be
sure
more
if it's
vertical.
gonna-
I mean, it might, because he's got quite a bit of momentum now, Carrot, coming through. Just couldn't get the turn. But he is
Now
at
he
least
could.
behind his
Ooh.
opponent.
Yeah, he definitely has a good position here. The train might come into play here soon, no? Okay. Maybe not, depends.
Some scissors. Well, I think they need to be rolling a little bit more. I mean, using flaps to also try and stop themselves from overshooting.
Oh!
That is a
Wow.
mountain. He's gonna.
Yeah, but
I'm wondering if
water,
Sonny
he was
will.
so close to hitting the water, actually. Oh boy. Oh boy, Asterix is done, I think.
No, no, he's fine.
No.
Sonny
no.
just can't get his plane up.
Oh, he will.
No, he won't.
will.
Oh! Alright, good call. Good call. I didn't think he could, because he already had his flaps down, and the plane just looked like it was struggling. It was really struggling. Also, the LA-5 is a pretty good turn plane. It's, you know, better than the BF-109. And that plane is seen a lot. It's just, I think people don't choose this plane because it only has cannons, and the cannons run out quite quickly.
I love this plane. I also love this this default paint job as well.
What, the grey
I think
style?
it's a default one. Yeah, the grey one. I think that's a cool looking one.
So, Wolfe, bringing it back a point. MNS just need to just win one more game. Just one more. One more 1v1.
I've already lost count though.
It's 2-1.
Have we have a third?
Yeah, that
2
was
to
the
1?
third. Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah.
To MNS.
2 MNS? Okay. See, I lost track. Good thing they're the arbiter is keeping.
It's alright. I'll keep you up to date too. Don't worry. I got your back. So yeah, MNS literally just needs to win one round to take the first point. Just one.
Just one.
But as we know, these simulator guys like to put on a show.
Oh yeah, they do. No question about it.
So the fourth and potentially final 1v1.
Yeah, potentially. And Nesk is flying out for MNS versus Flinks flying out for Wolfe. Both in the green camouflage.
Is it really? They're not only changing camouflage, but they're keeping themselves in sync with each other of which camouflage they're using. Last game they were both using the grey one. The game before that they were both using the green one. Now they're back to green. It's nice how they're both colour coordinated. Makes it so much easier to tell which one is who.
Does. And here we go. Ness being way over Flinks in the altitude, but Flinks coming up here, it was going downwards to get that energy up there. I'm not sure if it's a good maneuver considering Nesk is looking to point his nose up now and get Flinks. Depends on who stalls out first.
Absolutely. I think Nesk has more energy now. Just needs to get a few shots off.
Oh! Oh! No!
Nope. Almost. But
now
he'll still be on the tail.
Like side by side though. I think Flinks started falling first, so this actually puts Nesk. There you go. Done. Yeah, I was gonna say that it put Nesk in the chasing position there. All right.
So that means that MNS...
And that is the point that MNS needed, or the point that is the win that they needed in this duel, putting them 1 point up over Wolfe, going into the 2 versus 2.
Hey, he finally captured the zone, by the way. Not that it matters. Normally nobody captures the zone. Normally it just becomes an uncapped, just nothingness.
Yeah.
So as we wait for them to set up the 2v2, the 2v2 is obviously worth 2 points.
It is. "30-second, ready up, no breaks here."
No breaks allowed. I only see 3 dudes ready up. One of the MNS guys isn't ready. Ah, there we go. So as we move into the first 2v2.
The first 2v2, whoever wins the 2v2 is the receiver of 2 points. Gonna be either 2 versus 2 or a third. It's hard to know beforehand, obviously. We'll see here. We're gonna have Asterix, Sen, and Fiduk flying out for MNS, and Exal and Miggelson flying out for Wolfe.
So while they used to be, in the old Gladiator rules, they used to be able to obviously head on each other straight away. They obviously can't engage for, I believe it is 40. I need to double check, but somebody who was on one of the teams, I think it was Lieutenant Kapow, he said it was about 40 seconds.
I wonder what the cal is on the tail of Miggelson. I haven't seen that one.
I haven't either.
I like it though. Gives character.
So
From the looks of it, it's 1 versus 1s at the moment, I think.
It does look like that, but Wolfie seems to be going on the tail of Asterix.
Alright, Feduk is on the tail of Miggelson, Exal is on the tail of Feduk, and who was on the tail of him?
Miggelson is on Asterix. Asterix is on the tail of, I guess, Exal. And Exal is on the tail of FedEx. Is that correct?
That's what it looks like.
Okay then, so we've got a conga line. The best kind of line.
Ooh, Miggelson almost getting Asterix there.
Using those flaps to get that extra lift in the turns. Oh! Miggelson was set on fire though.
Like Feduk.
Feduk using his teammate as
Feduk
bait.
should pull off right there, right now. It does. Asterix is now coming for Exal, who is on the tail of Feduk, trying to help his teammate.
I quite like the bait tactic. There's a tree, and there's the terrain in action.
No, that's a mountain side. He pulled the wrong turn. Like he just didn't have. He didn't know. I'm assuming he didn't know. He did not have the sixth sense that there's a mountain to my right. Pulled right. He's like, shit. That's what it looked like.
Now I'm gonna agree, in part. But if you look just before, you can see that Exel was critically damaged by Asterix, so it could have been that he was
could have
critted
been-
on the right wing,
Yeah.
which then obviously
Could have
put
been-
the plane, into a sort of spin, and then he
could
couldn't
have
control it.
been what do you call it? Not on purpose.
Yeah, not on purpose.
Yeah, the word I can't find though.
An accident.
It wasn't an accident because it was obviously an intended damage done to airplane by
okay.
the other player. So it was more that it was like an unintended
Unintentional.
maneuver.
Okay, I thought
Unintentional maneuver by
I thought you meant
the plane that went into the mountain.
yeah, I thought you meant it was Wolfie's fault. Like it was an accident that Wolfie went into the mountain, but you meant that it was unintentional that MNS shot down Wolfie by critting his wing and putting him into the mountain. There we go. Just wanted to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
So M&S again taking the first round.
Getting ahead of Wolfe. So yeah, as you were about to say, MNS just need to win the next 2 versus 2, and they have 2 points.
Yeah.
If Wolfe wins, they'll extend it to a tiebreaker where we'll see another 2 versus 2 to decide the 2 versus 2s.
M&S are only 2 wins away essentially from winning. If they win this, then they would have gotten the 2 points. Then they'll win the 4v4. 2 wins. Doesn't sound like a lot when you say it like that.
Sure.
Come on, guys. We just need 2 more wins.
And tap the disc.
Wasn't me.
That was me.
So now we have Lex and Nursk versus Flinks and Sonny. Are they all in green camo?
From the looks of it, yes.
So nice and coordinated.
I'm assuming that's the default one, though.
I think so too.
Well, Flinks and Lex is
About
getting
to duel
it
it out.
Mm-hmm. Lex will actually be the one firing on Flinks first here. No visual damage though. Stealth rounds from the looks of it.
Yeah. These guys in the LA5 really do like stealth rounds.
Mm.
You got to be a brave individual to use stealth rounds in Simulator. You're already at such like a visual disadvantage.
We're just really certain of your skills.
Right, but you don't get that nice third-person view, so you can't really
Flinks
get a good
is
idea.
damaged on the left aileron.
No critical damage though. Just a little minor.
No.
It's but a scratch. What's going on with the other duel? Who's on whose tail in the other duel? Looks like Sonny is on Nesk's tail. They look so far away that they don't know that they're going to be in combat.
Yeah, do you see on the map? Do you see on the map? They're like...
Yeah, they're miles away from each other.
Yeah. That happened the other game too. I mean, both of these teams have gone like super far away from each other. This happened in the... this actually happened in the simulator winner bracket final between MBSI and Team Verve Gaming, where in the 4 versus 4, one pair of people, like on both sides, right? They ended up being at the corner of the map, while the other was like a 3 versus 3. It was like.
So who won
so
that
they had
game?
The final.
Hmm.
Team Verve Gaming won it by 6-0.
No way.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. It was not as exciting as the semifinal. And Flinks is going down. bam. So
I mean, that just goes to show just how powerful these 20s are. Just a few bursts and instantly.
No, stop turning. He's turning. Don't turn. You just have to. Oh, wait. He's. Oh no, he's gonna capture it.
Do you think?
I think. I know. Like that's the only reason he's actually turning
Actually,
away.
yeah. Why? Yeah, he's gonna go capture.
Of course, it's gonna capture.
That's hilarious. So
because at first I was like, "Stay on course." Was my.
So
my
surely
first
Nesk would
thing.
actually want to go. Yeah, there we go. He doesn't actually want to go towards the capture point. He wants to actually take his team. Oh.
But
Sonny's figured it out.
Realizing what's going on. He's like, "No freaking way." But this will just, this will just make it easier for the 2 versus 1 here to happen. And they wait. Did he get inside? Wait, does he capture?
I think there's a delay of some sorts because he is inside it. So if you wait a little bit, it will then start capturing again.
I think Son is inside of the zone though. It's a huge zone, actually. So I think it's well inside of it to neutralize it. But surely, if they were now 2 people inside of it, they would capture it, right? Like majority of planes.
No, I think as long as there is somebody in there, I think it's
Okay.
it's contested.
Alright, Nesk is popping smoke to tell his teammate who is who.
And where they are.
And no need.
No need. I looked away for 2 seconds. Did he crash?
No,
No,
he
you shot
was
him down?
shot. Yeah.
Damn, I looked away for 2 seconds to find the smoke, so I could see how far
It
away
was
they
a half
were.
second burst. I was like, brrrt, like. Brrrt, done. Pick up the pilot, damn you! Lex just flew by the pilot. They're like, hello.
BM is real. So MNS go 3-0 up,
Yep.
moving into the 4v4. This is a very fast simulating game, I must say. This is faster than some sim battles. Some RB battles.
Get
Get it right. This is a simulated battle, Adam.
It is. Going to the 4 versus 4. I guess quickly, we want to thank Rocket and Cytec for sponsoring the tournament. And I have no idea what that is. And I'm commenting on what... oh, that was not the arbiter. This was a spectator. Okay. Yeah, again, thank you, Rocket and Cytec, for sponsoring the tournament. We're going to take a quick look at the ad video for the new Rocket Mouse tie-on with 16 buttons, fin, and everything you need to become an awesome gamer, I guess. You know, the more buttons you have, the more things you can do, I assume. Right?
I'll play that. Let's go.
All right, go.
Meet the Rocket Tie-On, featuring the brand new Rocket Accelerator analog thumb paddle, giving you unrivaled command capabilities. The new Rocket Fin Switch, letting you execute multiple maneuvers at the same time. 4 ergonomic top buttons, instinctively placed so that you can hunt for prey, not for buttons. Meet the new standard in gaming mouse control.
So yeah, as Scream said, it has like 16 buttons. It's a lot of buttons. You'll never ever need to look anywhere else for any buttons ever again. And Scream is apparently buying one. I think he said it's his next purchase. Yeah, guys, we are just waiting. They are having a quick 2-minute break. Probably somebody needs to go to the toilet. And then they'll be back to play the final round, or the potentially final round, which will be a 4v4, which is always nice and hectic.
Alrighty then. I just got back. I stepped up quickly because I needed a glass of water or something here to fuel my throat, or whatever you call it, to lubricate it. Because there's been a lot of commentary this week.
Yep.
And it's putting its toll on me, man. All right. Waiting for the 4 versus 4 to start. Everybody seems ready. Just about clicking that start button. The wait.
I hear you drinking that water.
Oh, did you hear it?
Yep.
Sorry. Like,
Hashtag that slurp.
I need to get a straw.
Is it gonna be one of those bendy straws?
A golden eagle straw. I want a golden eagle straw. Where's the merchandise?
Where's Wicked?
We need merchandise. Come on, Gaijin. Get on it. Chop chop. I mean, they have T-shirts and stuff. Where's the golden eagle straw?
I still want my War Thunder T-shirt.
Or golden eagle pin.
You were supposed to send me a shirt screen. Don't think I've forgotten.
Hey, there's another Gamescom upcoming. In
I haven't. No. You've hidden that shirt from me. I want my shirt.
We'll get it sorted.
Hashtag never.
Hashtag soon.
Soon.tm.
Hey, before patch 1.6, don't worry.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
1.6.
Yeah, before that patch comes out. Okay, how about this? Before naval combat is it?
Oh my god. Neither of these things I know. That's so mean.
Alright, Nesk, Lex, Feduk, Asterix, all flying for MNS, fighting against Excel, Flinks, Sonnybite, and Miggelson, all flying for Wolfe.
I gotta say.
I like how everybody decided to not go green play this time around.
Did everybody go grey?
Yeah.
Alright, I've decided that might be a visual bug. There is no way everybody's in sync that good and can randomly swap different playing colours. No, that's something wrong with that.
I would call it a feature.
Okay, we'll call it a feature. Makes it so much harder. I can't tell who's playing whose.
Would be nice
grey.
if they, when they have 2 skins, they could have just, every plane should have 2 default skins, and each team has 1. That would be something.
So being as a 4v4 guys,
of
there's a lot of
planes.
stuff going on.
Yep.
Wolfie.
Wolf, well, Miggelson crashed or was shut down. Lex is on the tail of Exal. Exal was firing on Asterix. And
Lex,
whoa,
I think, has been shot down.
Lex just...
Yep.
Something hit him, something happened.
Sonny clipped his right wing, and I saw it
Nesk
going
is
to
on
a
the tail
spin.
of Flinks, who's doing the hammerhead. And there we go, Nesk is stalling, and so is Flinks, and this might be a perfect textbook hammerhead move, actually. Flinks is now getting on the tail of Nesk, and this should be all she wrote.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get any hits on. Oh no, he's just spraying.
Where's the flaps? He forgot to use the flaps. Ah, the flaps was not used. And it's now Feduk and Nesk versus Exal, Flinks, and Sonnybite. So having Flinks on your tail there is not a good thing for Nesk. There are 2 versus 3. Sonnybite is chasing Feduk, who's chasing Exal. So Feduk has to. Ooh, actually, I think yeah, it's now a 2 versus 2. But Sonnybite is on the tail of Feduk, and if he finishes off Feduk right now, which is very... Oh! Crash! Alright, it's now a 1 versus 1. Nesk versus Flinks.
Did they just crash into each other?
Yep.
I missed that. They just rammed into each other.
Yep.
I'm so
What's
pressed.
his name? Let's see. One of them were pretty much, chasing the other one, who were obviously slowing down. Oh my god, what did you net? Oh, Nesk.
That was odd.
Misjudging the altitude there, I think, and the turn rate. Wolfe taking the necessary 3 points then to extend the series.
So,
Okay,
Isn't
about
this-
that collision. One of them, I forgot the nicknames now. I don't know who was who at the moment because I was so excited. So one of them were chasing the other one, right? And that guy were like slowing down to make the other guy overtake. And as that happened, he flew into the guy who was like pulling up a little bit. So it was definitely not a. It was a coincidental crash.
So, I think this might be the first time I've ever been involved in a tiebreaker.
Definitely. Well, the simulator battle semi-final in the winner brackets between MBSI and LK went into a deciding one. That one ended up being a 2 versus 2. So now it's still probably going to take a little bit of time as they veto which round they want to have. So one team is going to remove, for example, 1 versus 1. Another team is, for example, going to remove 4 versus 4. And if that happens, they end up playing a whole round of 2 versus 2. Like 2 versus 2 against each other, maybe not even a third there. So yeah, it will either be 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or 4 versus 4, depending on what the teams remove that they do not want to do. So we'll see what happens here.
Let's hope for the 4v4, as that's one round, or else we're gonna miss the beginning of the next match.
Yeah, definitely 4 versus 4. Well, I just prefer 4 versus 4 overall, and this one was, you can't say, I don't know, like I can't see any team wanting to remove the 4 versus 4 unless they're really scared of doing that, or if MNS feels confident in the 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2, since they won those, they could go like, let's remove the 4 versus 4, forcing the other team to pick or choose between one of the other two. Or if the other team picks first, then obviously they have the choice to make there. That could be a strategy.
Uh, 2v2.
There you go.
I do like how our chat has decided that they want to see more Rams.
Oh, but Ram, you know, that's obvious. Like anybody who knows anything about War Thunder loves the Rams.
It's lame when it happens to you, but it's great to see. But isn't it great though? Like, you'll be sat there and all of a sudden, wham! 2 planes hit into each other. You're just like, yes, explosions.
That's what I want to have. I want excitement, explosions, all that testosterone-driven stuff.
And you always see
flying
it coming.
around.
You're like, those 2 guys are about to ram into each other. Like, they'll do something like they'll try head on each other, or they'll be really close up on each other's tail, and it'll be like, this looks like a ram's coming, and then all of a sudden, wham!
But yeah, it is exactly like that. Alright, so the first of 2 versus 2. Perhaps we'll have 3, all depending on how this one goes.
I mean, we could have a tiebreaker and a tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, if one team wins a 2 versus 2 each now, there will be a third one to decide it. That's what happened in the MBSI versus LK game. And it was also 2 versus 2. Alright, Asterix, Feduk flying out for MNS. Exile and Mickelson flying out for Wolfe. And all in green planes this time.
Feature.
Feature.
So the guys once again splitting off into 2 separate 1v1s. A little bit of smoke pop there to allow his teammates to see where everything was. Fedic now in a little bit of a sticky situation with two of the Wolf guys right behind him. He's popping smoke now to allow his teammates to see where he is.
Just stalled. I think it might have been not on purpose, considering he has shot tails or elevators. I don't know, it's hard to tell, but he managed to recuperate.
Yeah, I don't think it was on purpose, but yeah, at least he recovered.
So and Mickelson now on the tail of Feduk. He gotta finish him right here, or
Nope.
this might be going MNS way. Taking too long to do this.
I mean, once again,
His teammate is too much damage to help, I think.
yeah, Fedic
And
once again
that
popping
should be.
smoke.
Oh, how did he miss that chance? Asterix on the tail of Mickelson, and I think this is GG. Oh, he's.
Ooh.
Whoa, really? I
That
almost thought he
overshoot
wanted
though.
to.
But he did crit him.
But yeah, and he's down. So it's now Exile with that broken ass tail elevators. Unfortunately, he won't do much. He's gonna fly straight. Well, kinda.
Straight into
He's
the
just not
mountain.
gonna turn very well. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Yeah, GG. There we go. MNS taking the first 2 versus 2. I wonder if they did what I was theorizing about. If they actually, on purpose, picked or vetoed in such a way that they would end up with a either 1 versus 1 or a 2 versus 2.
I guess it all depends on who picked first, huh?
Yeah, sure, but no matter which order they picked, they could have made sure that they got either or.
Right.
They could have, like, if they vetoed first, remove the 4 versus 4, done. If they veto second, they remove whatever they do not want to have, which could have then been also the 4 versus 4, or choosing between 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2. So, no matter which order of things, they could definitely make sure to get whichever they felt most confident in, which would have been perhaps 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2, which they won pretty decently.
So this could be the final round. As we wait for all the teams to ready up for what could be the final 2 versus 2, all MNS needs to do is win here, and they will take the win. If Wolfe wins, then there will be another 2 versus 2 to decide the decider. There's a lot of deciders going on right now, guys. Nobody wants to lose, which is fair.
Going into the second 2 versus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if MNS wins this one, they take the entire match and progresses in the loser bracket, in the Super Cup, simulator battles, and Wolfe will have to be back next time. If Wolfe wins, then there will be another 2 versus 2 to decide who wins. Lex and Nesk flying for MNS. Sunnybite and Flinks flying for Wolfe.
So again, they're all in the same color.
This is important stuff. We need to know this. Alright. Sunnybite and Lex just passed each other.
Yeah, it looks like 2 separate 1v1s again.
Nesk is just about to get his nose, or this is a head-on. Oh, close. Not sure if any real damage was done. I can't see any damage.
Can't see any on Flinks.
Tony is now stalling out a little bit here. Pulling out those flaps though. Trying to come around on Lex. Lex is getting his nose up towards him. This could be a head-on. This could be a collision.
Ramp.
Almost.
Sonny just diving out of the way.
Yeah, and Lex now.
But Sonny has taken some damage to that right wing.
Oh, some?
Well, it's not a crit.
Flinks was shut down by Nesk. I did not see that, but that is, yeah, it doesn't consider a crit in the log, but that's a crit to me. That big hole, that impacts flying, and I think it's just because it's simulated battle. I don't think you get as much crit messages. I think I'm not sure how it works.
So Lex popping smoke, so so
to
Nesk
let
knows where they
Nesk
are.
know who's who. But I think this is about to be over here, and I'm calling it. I think MNS takes this one and wins the game, or the entire series. Because, yeah, you don't see much going on with Sonny here. He doesn't have the capabilities of flying very well.
No, that right wing with that massive hole in. I said some damage, but that's only because it didn't signify a crit. So it could just be like pink, the lightest red. Oh, now they're just playing with him. They're kind of flown away a little bit.
Wow, the fact that Sonny gets those shots off there on Lex is interesting.
Did he get any hits though? I mean, there doesn't look like to be there's any damage.
No, I don't think so. The question is, are they gonna try and finish him or not? I even lost him. I can't even see him anymore. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's dead ahead of Lex. Sonny is at least not going down without a fight. Even if the fight is just prolonging the match. Flink's crashed. How did Sonny kill him? Lol, his ping went to 500 apparently, and he lost connection, so his plane crashed. So those slight hits.
Sonny is. I missed that too.
All right, so what happened was you know when Nest overshot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously Sonny got a few hits on, and obviously did a little bit of damage. But there we go.
Yeah. So Sonny couldn't keep with all those holes. What happened here was that he just could not stay flying. Like it was just too much. It didn't have enough lift to keep him above ground, and that's why he now hit the water here. But what you're saying is that his ping spiked DDoS. Wow, really? We don't know that.
I think he's joking.
That's, yeah, we can't really know. Like, it doesn't really matter though, because MNS still did win. They still have less flying around. MNS is getting that 1 point which you get for winning the tiebreaker, winning this series with 4-3.
This is the first tiebreaker I've seen in the Super Cup. So I'm happy I got to see one.